Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do some acrylic keychains. These are my acrylic bases, right? They have the foam on, and I'll be using some vinyl and some UV resin, this one, to create some quick acrylic keychains. So one of my friends is coming from Bombay, and I wanted to surprise her, I guess. So we'll be making, I think, about 2 to 3, and I'll show you the entire process. I got these acrylic bases from Amazon, came with this whole thing, and I wanted to point out that I love how they came with tassels and everything. Like, look at these beautiful tassels; they're really nice, right? Multiple colors, and I even though I love these tassels, I'm not a great fan of these keychains just because I feel like the quality isn't that high. They're really thin and I just don't like. So from Bombay, I got myself an entire pack. And let me show you what I mean by high quality or not high quality. And look at these. So you can already see the difference between these two gears. Even look at the chain. This one is much more stronger. I just feel like it has a premium vibe than this one. Even the diameter, right? So I'll be using these instead. I got them from Crawford Market. I actually have to still show you what my haul looks like. And these are the second ones that I got. Like, look how beautiful this is. So depending on, well, I'll be using these two. So I feel maybe blue might look better. Let me just take out one quickly. Ah, okay, even this one looks good. So I feel this goes, yeah, this goes like that. Probably, right? I think so. And then this is the hook to hang it. So I will be using either this one or this one. And the one I got from Bombay also gave me some jumpers or jump starts. Again, these were really, this is the guy. Okay, his name is Hitesh Bhai. This is the guy, and he said that he can ship it to whoever wants it. I got maybe all of this, I think for 2 or 300, like including these and 100 packets of these ones. So yeah, really good guy. Again, I'm gonna show you, right? Crawford Market. I feel like this is Crawford Market only, or maybe someone a little farther than Crawford Market. I didn't record it, but yeah. So that's the task for today. I think this looks lovely, but that's the task for today. We're gonna add some tassels as well. So let me see how the tassels look. Probably I want to do maybe the blue. Yeah. So Saloni, one my friend. Okay, this one won't go in, so I have to do it with the jumper ring. I think maybe then I can add it here, right? I can add that here or here. I don't know. I'll look about that. So yeah, let's go jump into the video. So what I'm thinking is this can be the back of my keychain. I'm gonna cut it into a texture, and my acrylic bases are 2 by 2. So I'm gonna have this in the back, and then I will be having blue that says Saloni on it. Or maybe if I change it later, I'll tell you, but right now I'm sticking to these both. Both of them are by Cricut. All right, so let's jump onto my computer and I'll show you exactly how I make these and find my designs on the design space. All
So
right.
the first thing, as you know, this is our design space. We have loads and loads and loads of images already to choose from. And today, this time of the year, we are getting Be Kind images. So this is a beautiful collection. Even if you don't want to do something customized, you could go ahead and select maybe this kindness matters. All of these keychains of Be Kind will also cut out on vinyl very nicely just because it's bold, Be Kind, all of these really nice. So over here, we're just gonna go back, okay, to our home page, and I want you to search for keychain. And when you search for keychain, you see at the projects, you'll find so many wonderful projects that are there already. I have some of mine as well. But what we want to do is we want to go to images. We click on images, and here you see so many wonderful, wonderful, again, images that you can use from. You can cut them out on vinyl. Zodiac is also really, really famous. So I want you to scroll down a little bit, and we shall find the first thing that I'm looking for is this sort of backing, the keychain backing, and we're just gonna keep scrolling a little bit, and there we have it. So this is the backing that I liked. I think that was another one which was a little bit better. The scallops were a lot closer, so that's what I am looking for. Okay, there we go. So this is by Whipsy Willow. I'm gonna add it to my collection and favorite images on DS. So in case you're following me, it will be easier to find the exact same image. And we're just gonna click this addition and add it to our canvas. So it's been added to our canvas. The next step that I want you to look for is still single. I think this is a great, yep, still single. I think I really like this one. I saw this and I was like, okay, this needs its own keychain. And you can see they have a few other designs as well. I think I am gonna go stick with, I really like this, but I think I like this more. So I'm gonna go with Lettered by Stephanie again. This is something again I am going to fave on DS. It's in my collection, and I'm gonna add it to my canvas. I'm gonna add this one to my canvas as well, just because I like the bold one. I just don't like how the P is looking. So maybe we can manipulate it, maybe we can't. We'll see. The next thing that I want you to add to the canvas is something called rattan. And you find so many rattan images, right? The one we are looking for, I like this one as well for the background of the keychain. There's one really beautiful. You can even use these as backgrounds as well. Each one of them are really, really beautiful. So I have a particular rattan in mind texture. So I'm gonna keep searching for that a little longer. And you can just find so many beautiful rattan textures. They also have, okay, so if you go to my projects and we go to favorite images, and I think it's on here. There we go. This one. This is by Ellie Art Studio. I love this one. Oh, we're gonna add it to our canvas again. And now I want to do one last texture. So again, we're gonna go over here and we're just gonna say acrylic keychain. Press enter, and you see how there are textures, if you can see. So this sort of thing, okay, I love this. This is beautiful. This gives me another idea. And wow, okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you hop onto Design Space, you just get ideas after ideas after ideas. So I'm gonna remove acrylic just because it's not giving me great results. Um, I'm gonna say keychain background, and let's see what's up. Okay, wow. So there we have it. We have nice, nice backgrounds. Again, the one I want and I'm looking for isn't showing up, so I'm just gonna say keychain just because I found it. Okay, there we go. This one. This is by Bobby C. I'm really bad at images on Design Space. Yep. So mermaid keychain. So this is the mermaid pattern. I think it might look really nice with the design that I have, the vinyl that I'm using. So again, Design Space has loads and loads and okay, wow, look at this one. Oh my lord. I can just do I can just do dot it as well. That might look nice as well. And I think of personalities also that way. So I'm just gonna add that to the canvas as well, just because we are over here, we are brainstorming. Nothing is final. All right, so now I have plenty images on my canvas, and you can see everything is out of um, size. So this one is fine with 3 inches. I think maybe 2.9 is fine. My acrylic base is about 2 inches, so I'm gonna size it up to 1.97, and similarly everything 1.97 inches. 1.97 inches. And again with my circle also, I'm making sure that the lock is on at 1.97. And then again, 1.97. There we go. So we have all of this. Now I like to see everything in just one color. So, oh, okay. Right, let's go in there and we see that this is still in separate layers. Okay, so I just have to hide this, the yep, and then I have it. Okay, so I'm gonna select everything and just make it one color. I think that's how I like to see it. So pretty cool so far. All right, and now I think I might want to use this one for Salonis and one of these for the other keychain. And on the background, maybe I can go for this texture. If I'm using this, then no texture at all. I'll just add glitter. So I have tons to think about. This is an extra image that I have. Or maybe I can just make 3. Okay, so I'm gonna add mine as well, and mine can be distorted. Okay. All right, so now we come to the customization part and we grab our text. So all we have to do is just click on text, grab it, and we write what we need to write. So right now you see how it's not the best text ever. The font isn't the most loveliest. And I want to make sure that again, the size is um, about 1.8. I feel like I don't want to make it edge to edge. So that's why I made it 1.8 inches. In case your design space isn't showing you in inches, then you have to go to your profile settings And over here, if when you see canvas, you just do imperial. Okay, metric is centimeters, imperial is inches, and then hit done. So now we're going to select our text. Once we select our text, we activate our top menu and we wander into the world of different fonts. So Cricut has a lot of fonts. Cricut. Okay, the one that I like, it's called Pen and something. So pen and ink. I thought this one looked really nice, but as you can see, this one is a little bit delicate. I really like how this looks, but it is little delicate. So the trick that I have in hand to make it little bit more thicker is to use this offset feature. So we're just gonna go click on offset and you can see it makes a cloud around the text, which we don't need. So what I'm gonna do is just click here, say 0.1, and that's it, and then just hit apply. So you see how it's better, much thicker, and I feel like it's going to be easier to read as well. So either we can wield it together or I'll just delete this. Even the I is good. So I like this text, but I feel like let's just explore a little bit more, okay? Oh yeah, so because I deleted my text layer over here, that's why I couldn't edit it. So now I'm just gonna use this text layer and see what other fonts I can use. One way to navigate through fonts is by selecting one of these categories on the top, and you can select maybe cursive. I feel like cursive looks a lot better in on these acrylic keychains. So we just click on cursive and you see cursive is selected, and then just find one that's good. Maybe retroscript. Not bad. I like it. Okay, so now that I like it and I want to keep it as an option, what I'm gonna do on my Mac keyboard is I'm gonna press Option and drag it. This just creates a duplicate. Easier way to do it is clicking here. I find using my keyboard to be faster. And then we go down again and we scroll some more, and maybe vintage curveball. Look at that. Wildflower. Okay, so then another trick that I have for you here, let's say if you have a font that has spacing like this, which you don't want, right? And you're thinking, how can I edit this? Well, there's an easier way to do it. You just select that font, select that text. You can see on your layers panel, nothing else is selected, just that one. And we go to letter space and just keep reducing that letter space. And there we go. So this one is minus 1.1. That's how we can get it all together. And just because our spacing also decreased, it became 1.3. I'm just going to make it 1.8 again. And this is again, it's beautiful. Not bad. So now I want to look for one last one just to give you a few other tips if we can. And I think yours truly. Okay, just happened, babe. I don't like it. I'm sorry. But we're gonna go and select Sweet Pea. So you see how this one says single layer writing? So these kind of fonts are actually good to be using the pen with, all right? And this is why they're a lot thinner so that they can look better with the pen. I think these are my selection and I am gravitating towards this one. I don't know why, but this one for myself. So let me just quickly double click it and I'm gonna see how my name looks like. Dollcee. I like it, but not as much. Let's check the other font and let's check this one. I think maybe this one. Okay, I think for this one, for this project, this looks good. But again, we are over just because my name apparently is a lot longer and the font is bolder. So we're just gonna decrease it again and make it 1.8. So this looks good. I feel like I'm still not really happy with my font. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably choose, wow, look at this one. Childish. So another thing that we can do, we can go over here and we can say single layer cutting. And this will show us just the cutting fonts. Um, this font is apparently really famous on the on this design space. Where'd it go? Mm, it's again showing. Okay, I think this will just turn into a rectangle. Oh, no, no. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, I'm gonna select, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna select cursive again. And this is what I'm saying. It looks really good with when you use it with a marker. And let's try this one. Ooh, I think this is it. I think I like that. Yep. All right. You girl is happy. Okay. So I have two now. I think I'm gonna be using Saloni for this one and Dollcee for this one. Okay. And I'm just gonna change the color for us to see how it's looking. And I think it looks really good. For Saloni, I can add another image. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete these extra layers. And I'm thinking I can add, maybe let's try and add some image. I think maybe I can do some dots or probably like stars. So I'm gonna look for star. I'm gonna just click on image, look for star, and let's see what I get. Maybe this one. Let's just reduce the size. I'm gonna make it yellow so we can see. Oh, instead of that dot I can actually make this. So the way I zoom in is by clicking control and I think that eye might look better. Create some magic. Yeah. So now that I want to replace my dot with that eye, all I'm gonna do is select both of these layers. Firstly, place where I want the star to be. Okay, over here maybe I want it to be here. Okay, now I'm gonna just select the Saloni layer. I'm gonna go to contour, hide this. Okay, now that I have my star, I can place it. I can maybe switch it a little bit. Yeah, okay, looks good. Select both of these layers and I'm going to say combine build, and I have both of these together. All right, looks good. So far so good. And I feel like maybe I should add more of these stars. So I got in another star from my image panel, and now I am again sizing it up. Okay, let's just use the digits. I say 1.2, and where did it go? Usually when you size it up, it um it tries to go back to 0 0 coordinates. But yeah, you can always zoom out and see where it went. So um one thing that I'm also thinking is, do I really need all of these cuts, or should I just or can I manipulate this rattan texture? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to contouring, and I'm gonna deselect all of these tiny ones so that they don't cut out. Okay, and I'm doing it a little bit faster, but you can take your own time. And yeah, maybe I think it gives a lot more visual appeal, and then I can just press my option key and start adding more. Another thing that I'm thinking, instead of adding stars, I can actually add shaker dust onto the keychain, which might look a tiny bit better. What do you guys say? This is what I'm thinking, but okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead with this. Right. Now that I have all of these stars, of course, if they don't cut properly, then I can always not paste it, like not have it on my keychain. So now that I have all of these stars and I want to retain their position, all right, I'm just gonna select my Saloni, and I'm gonna select all of these stars, and either I can wield it or I can say attach. This way, Cricut knows that all of this is going to be cut out of one material, and I want it to be cut out of one material, and the fact that it's going to cut out as this instead of separately. So I think one keychain is done. Okay, now let's come to the second keychain, which is Dollcee with polka dots. It looks good so far. I just feel like we need to maintain certain kind of distance between the dots and Dollcee so that both stand out. Again, the trick for this is we're gonna go to offset and have a fatter offset this time. Probably like I think 0.04 could be better. Yeah, and we're just gonna say apply. And now what we want to do is I'm gonna select this base, this offset, and I'm gonna select the background, and I am gonna go to the combine option and click subtract. So you see how that created a weird negative, and I think now Dollcee fits perfectly. The visibility is good, and yep, and it's gonna be easier for me to also layer it up, right? I think this is what this one needs. I don't think it needs anything extra. And if I click this basic subtract, okay, um, right now, as you can see, the basic subtract is in a group, and I don't like that. So we're just gonna select this, go to combine again and say merge layers, and that's what it just gives me this one layer. Okay, press undo, we get the placement back. I don't want to cut these smaller things. I just feel like it's gonna be a waste, and it's gonna give me a hard time to read. So I'm gonna just click contour and click on these minute and disable them. Um, mm, 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 mm. Even this one is bad. I think that's it. So now it's clear, crispy, sort of like it. Mm-hmm. Do you think I should get rid of these ones as well and just have? I could do that. Okay, let me see how that looks. With contour, the good thing is we can always bring back any kind of cuts that we previously disabled. So mm, I think that about it. I think in the middle, all of these ones. Yep. I think that looks better for sure, right? I think this looks better. Yes. So now I am gonna go to basic cut. We'll see. Yeah, I think the visibility is a lot good. Um, yeah. All right. I think this is it for Dollcee one. And I'm gonna zoom out and look at a project one more time. I am making. I'm not gonna cut out this one for yet, or maybe let's just do it just because. So ultimately, I'm making four. Okay. And because I'm making four, I need four of these, which we're gonna adjust later. We're not gonna be cutting this for now. I'm gonna mark it red. We're not gonna be cutting this for now. We're just gonna be cutting all of these. Okay, so another thing, I want this to be in blue, just because we have that blue foil selected. So I'm gonna add, I'm gonna see blue. We have the Dollcee in blue as well. One thing more that I like to do uh, with the type, where it go, with the type is I like to say unite so that I get no other cut, and I'm gonna go back and say match last, and that's gonna give me a good Dollcee basically. I also think Dollcee needs a little bit of offset as well, just because the stem is the stems one is 0.01. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. Okay, we're gonna delete this Dollcee and we're gonna, yeah, this will look a lot better, trust me. So we have this with, or I can do this with blue and have this with holographic. So my holographic cuts is black. Okay, everything that I'm doing holographic is black. Now coming back to this one, mm, how can I can't really do any, if I want to do, okay. Another trick that I am going to show you now, which is going to change your world. Change it. Absolutely change it. So we have two colors here. I want to make these two colors as well. So what I'm going to do is duplicate this one again, duplicating by pressing Option. We're going to select the first one, go to Contour, and I'm going to select all of these extras. Okay, select as in I don't want it to cut. Okay, I don't want to cut it. I don't want to cut this. Okay, now I'm gonna make sure that these are being cut. I want it to cut with the blue. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit and see. All right, it's cutting with blue. And with this one, I'm again gonna go to contour, and this time just hide all and just select these hearts and hide this one as well. So just selecting the hearts. And now we bring the heart back to its place. So that's how you do layering, guys. This is two color layering for sure. And we're just gonna select both of them. And again, I'm gonna say attach. Oh, sorry, not attach. I am gonna say select both of them. You know what? I'm gonna delete this other layer just because we don't need it and it's creating issues for me. So I'm just gonna now select both of them and I am gonna do group. So group is right next to duplicate. And we say group and that we go, this is our, yep. Similar thing we're gonna do with this one. We make two duplicates. One is just, I mean, I am increasing my workload by 200%. So just deselect all the type in here and all of these. So it's just the element on one, all right, and the other one we're gonna hide. So remember in contour, what we have to select even these little ones just because every shape is a cut, right? So, yeah, and there we go. We position it correctly. And now what I want to do with this one is let's do the outside as blue and inside as holographic. So we have to remember that my black is holographic. And the last step you don't want to forget is we do grouping. So there we have designed four beautiful acrylic. We've made it our own, these acrylic keychains, and I'm just gonna check the sizing. It's yep, all good. All right, this needs to be grouped as well. So group, that's good as well. Good to go and good to go. Okay, now all we have to do is just make it, and I will show you how I layer it up because that layering also has a couple techniques. First, I'm going to save my project absolutely, and I'm going to say easy projects, and I'm going to call it acrylic keychains. And there it is, it's saved. Now it's ready to be cut. And what I am seeing over here is things have moved. We don't care about this one right now, and things have moved. No, it hasn't moved actually. So we're cutting hard with holographic, absolutely. And the hard goes with the single one. Yes, everything is right. Okay, now what the way I think is I'm gonna be cutting my vinyl right at 2.5, right? So I have all of this space to fill as well, right? Um, and if I bring this down, then I can easily have two duplicates. Do I want two duplicates? Not really. I don't want to make two keychains for Salone. But what I want to do is have maybe four keychains for Yep Still Single. So should we do that? Or maybe, mm, or maybe we can actually go in there and select some textures. Okay, circle, texture. Let's see what comes up. And we have more textures here that we can also cut out and see. If this one doesn't work, then some other can. I really like this one. Dalmatian print. I am also gonna go ahead and mm, maybe go with this one as well. So we do 1.9. We do 1.9. This is already 1.9. I don't want the gray, I just want that. Right, so we're just gonna make it black for now. Okay, let's have both these on holographic. How about that? And I'm gonna have this one on blue, 1.9. Let's just make this blue. And let's cut one more. So this way we'll have it ready if I get an order, right? So this one again, I'm gonna size it as 1.9 and I'm gonna cut it out of blue. Right. So we have four more. Now let's see how it's cutting, how the placement is, and it is beautiful. So we're making the most of our spacing. We still have a lot of space, but I feel like now we can't add any other. Yep, I think this placement is good. And we're gonna go check our blue board and everything. This is packed, absolutely packed. I love it. Okay, so now we've made the most out of our strip and now we're ready to cut. I mean, this is my way of doing it. I could be right, wrong. I mean, yep. Okay, so let me show you how I actually do it. Okay, see you in a bit.
like to cut and save as much as my vinyl or the foil that I can do. And then I like to cut all of these pieces individually, like you can see here. I can save this part of my vinyl. I'm gonna do that. And I'll show you a trick on what to use these scraps for. Okay, we're gonna do a project. I've been collecting these, and we're gonna be doing a project really soon. So the next thing that we do is we just cut around it. Okay, and this is a tedious one. You can see I can't see because of the camera, but I'm gonna try my best. There we go. So that's our first design, right? This is a Salome one. And this is a different one, and the other one. So, and then we have these two extra ones. These seem a lot easier to just weed out, and yeah, so you can actually make two out of these. So we can actually do a reverse weed and the full weed. I think it's a good idea to do. Yeah, let's see how many we can make. So this is our saved vinyl. I'll show you, keep them, and I'll show you what to do with them.